It's not too close on my head, is it? You good, Mum? So we're down here at the Rusty Iron Rally, and we're going to go and have a look at some stationary engines. Some might think that this is not my scene, but it most definitely is. I'm all about old engines like this and whatnot, and and tractors and trucks and stuff. So we're going to go have a look around the show. Mum's got the camera. I don't know where Jasmine is. She left. I don't know where she is. And I've got my kids here and stuff. A bit of a family day out. But, yeah, we're going to go have a look at some of the hit and miss engines. It's going to be sick. Hey, just see the news lady? I should ask you for a job. Here they go. Look, stealing me job. I was asking for an interview. They're stealing all me shots and me content. They're stealing my content. Do you reckon they'd let me be on the news? See, we've got a water pump. Look, see, Mum? Pumping water. See, I don't know that much about all these old hit and miss engines, but I can sort of, yeah, you look at them, you sort of get a rough idea on what they are. But look at this, see? That's all it takes to make an engine run. Here's what shits me. Go and unplug any sensor on your Ford Ranger and see if it doesn't go into limp mode. Look at it. Simple. There's like 10 moving parts to that. And it just works. Anyway. Look at it, Mum. Put it right, look, it's stealing all my content. Look at the news people. Look at the aeroplane. Yeah, it's not a rotary engine, but it is a radial engine. How cool is it? I wonder what sort of plane that come out of. Where's the man that owns it? Is this someone that owns it? Now, I'll read the sign. That might tell us enough. 360 horsepower, displacement, 620 cubic inches. Oh, there's going to be a dog fight. Mum, look at the dog. What? Is he a happy dog or cranky dog? No, good dog. That's right. Righto. G'day. Yeah, we're doing. I had to do a video today. Good. How are you? All right. You want to be on the video? This is Steve.
Day out with Simon.
Yeah. I saw the summon that shirt. Oh, who's that? I was like, Steve. Yeah, cool. Righto.
Good to see you bought another Windsor powered car.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Yeah. I bought some bullhorns to go in the front of it today.
Oh, you're a legend.
You're a boss hog. No worries. Have a good one. Yeah, so I didn't tell anyone, but if the pram was here, I don't know where the pram is. I think Dad's got it with Macy and he's sitting down. But I bought a set of bullhorns for $45. I'm going to put it on the LTD later. Yeah, they'll be on another video. These are my bullhorns I bought, and they're sick, but I don't know how I feel about it. They obviously can't stay on the car because they're illegal, but I really like them anyway. Can't believe what a good job Mum's doing on the camera. I was a bit sceptical on how she'd go. I suppose I'll review the footage later. So it takes absolutely nothing to make one of these old engines run. Just beautiful. The only thing with these is you've seen one, you've seen them all. I tried in something. What is that? It's leaking water out of the pod. Yeah, you've seen one, you've seen them all. I don't know how I'm going to make this video interesting, especially for the burnout community. Considering like one burnout car at a comp would have more power than anything in this paddock combined right now. That's what I thought. If one of my neighbours ever want to piss me off and complain about noise, I'm going to start everything that has a motor and just idle it in my yard because it gets very loud. Look at that, apple sorter. I don't know what that is. Alpha Daisy vacuum pump. So they put it on the thing down there. So that. Governor, 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 governor. That's what it's doing. It's a governor stroke. I'd like to get one of these like an old stationary engine one day and do it up. But my problem is that I cannot justify putting the amount of time and effort in to make it bloody work. But as simple as you might think it is, look how complicated that is. All the springs and all the little bits and pieces that are moving on there. I imagine it's easy to a degree, but you still got to, like parts are old. You got to make a lot of this shit. And it just takes a lot of time. Anyway, we go for a sticky peek. Go look at the Bedford fire truck, Mum. Yeah, in the frame, Mum. You get it? You get the fire truck in the thing, Bedford. Fun fact, Bedford and Vauxhall, like my Valerie, were an Australian bloody pommy bloody GM thing, but these were providing it was built in Australia, which does it say here? No, it's just about the water pump. It could potentially have come out of the same factory as Valerie. Just 6 years, no, 2 years. Only 2 years earlier than Valerie, that potentially could have come out of the Vauxhall Bedford factory. If it's Australian built, which I don't know. Because I'm not, like, I act like I know a lot, but I don't. It's a thing of beauty. That'll put a horn on a jellyfish, that. I wonder if I can get one of these old codgers to talk to me about it. You wouldn't want to do a video, interview, a video? Nah, that's all right. That's all right. It's not for everyone. Right, so I finally found someone else to talk to me. What was your name?
Eric Owen.
Eric Owen. I'm Simon Biggs. There you go. Oh yeah, it's on your name tag. Cool. So you got a couple of engines here. You just got the model one. Oh yep. Yeah, the big one over the back there, Mum.
All made, designed. Well, this one's not designed by me, but it's made by me. The other two are my design and manufacture.
So did you spin them up on the lathe and?
Lathe, milling machine, bandsaw, surface grinder.
It always interests me. There's a lot of work and time and effort goes into it. And yeah. So what?
18 months to spare time.
Yeah. Wow.
Big one, 2.5 years.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. It's a lot of thinking, yeah, a lot of maths. But, what can you tell me about them?
Well,
What can you tell me about the little one? What's?
little ones are actually the patent goes back to 1897, and they were called a vacuum engine because it runs on vacuum, not compression.
Okay.
And the heat, the way the principle, the atmospheric pressure pushes the piston up from the rear end, so it's back to front to a normal engine.
Okay.
And they use them for pumping water, and would you believe driving ceiling fans in trains in India?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
Yeah. Thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
So as far as
that's a quarter scale of what they call a farm engine, a hit and miss engine.
Yep.
And they go back to about 1860, 70. And at the time they got electricity out in the country in 1950, then the farmer forgot about them and they laid out in the paddock rusting ever since, and now people find them and fix them up, and I decided just to make a new one.
Yeah. So what are these run on? So the little engine, what sort of
That's
fuel?
metho.
Metho.
The other two are petrol.
Petrol. Yeah. Like I see, it's got a little spark plug in there. I know a lot of the engines here they ran on kerosene.
Kerosene, yeah. A lot of them go back before they had spark plugs.
Yeah.
They have what they call a hot bulb, where they put a blowtorch under them and get the cast iron head red hot up inside, and you get kero that hot, it vaporises, and it'll go bang just like petrol.
Yeah, wow. So it'll run. So it relies on pre-ignition. So tell the people, what's the occasionally every few revs you'll hear them go pop. That's the governor, isn't it? Am I right?
And the governor's on the other side of the flywheel on that one.
Yep.
That one fires about once in 6 revs.
Yep.
This one here fires about 1 in 18, 20.
Okay.
The more load you put under them, the more often they fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So do you ever set them up with the driver in, like a water pump just for a display? Or?
No, the car and the trailer's loaded up, just bringing what I got to bring, let alone a water pump and a tank and
The water.
and water's laid on here, but yeah, you can always, I don't want to get a bigger vehicle, just to bring a water pump.
Yeah, I can imagine. Cool. Right then. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me about your engines and whatnot. And thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah.
No worries, thank you. See ya. We're in the big section, the big motors. Look at that. It's 1984 this engine was made from the sheet, and occasionally they'll tell you, 6 and 5/8 inches of a bore. That's the bore size is mental, and the stroke is 15 inches. Look, because you can see, look how big the crankshaft is on it. A big swing. Not good for RPM. Yeah, as far as building actual motors goes. It was a big motor. But look at this. I just wanted to get. This is why we turned the camera on Mum's diesel engine. See it rocking backwards and forwards and that. Can't imagine that'd be good for wheel bearings if it had wheel bearings. They'd wear them out. All right, where are we going? We've seen the Bedford. We'll go over here. Taka 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 bang. Taka 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 bang. I love it. Hey, Mum, you said, Mum. Oh, no, have a go putting the can down there. What do I got to do? There you go. Grab one. Okay.
Watch it.
Yeah, righto. Let's do a video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Would you be happy to talk on camera about it? Yeah, cool, righto. So I just do a bit of a YouTube and a Facebook page. And I predominantly do burnouts and stuff, but
Oh, do you?
yeah, but now I love this sort of stuff too.
This is not more gentle than burnout.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, cool. So, what was your name and where you from?
Bruce Weller from Nabiac. We've got an old club at Nabiac. We've got quite a few things here today.
Yep.
We've come up today.
So this is obviously all your club, or?
Oh, no, we're with Hastings as well.
Okay.
A few of them down there, and these two here are from Nabiac.
Yep. No worries. Well, you've got a little, a video of a mum, and you've got the little stand set up here. You can put a can in there and watch it get crushed and whatnot. What can you tell me about that motor?
Originally, it was a pump. The cowboy was sent out into the paddock, and after it pumped a tank of fuel that had enough water in the tank for stock purposes, see? And so I didn't get the pump or anything, but I put a thing on the end of it to crush cans. And the kids on this side of the fence, when you see the kids do it, like that, big kids as well.
Thank you for that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when they see, they don't know what to expect, and when you look at them and they all brighten up. It's worth the 10 cents.
Yeah, it is. I really like that. It's something different. It's not just another water pump, is it?
No.
So, did you do a rebuild on the motor or anything?
No, the motor's just as it was.
Yeah, wow.
Just as I got it. Yeah. Haven't done anything to it.
And what sort of motor is it?
It's a buzzercott.
Yeah.
About 1920, something like that.
1920. Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can't imagine it would have had much work since it was built to start with, or?
Probably done a lot of work, but they lasted forever. They were very simple. Hey, young fella, put a can in there. Put a can in there.
You got to get this, Mum?
You watch his kid's face.
Yeah, that was worth it. I don't know if Mum got that, but that was sick. You don't mind you being on a video? Cool, yeah, no worries, awesome. What do you think of that, mate?
That was absolutely great.
It was a good experience?
Yes.
You gonna go to school and tell all the kids about it?
Sure.
Bloody go. Good, thank you for that. What was your name? I'm Simon. How you going? Yeah, no worries. I am from this Raleigh.
Oh, okay.
Up in Raleigh, yeah. It's, I come down for the day and have a bit of a sticky beat with. I've got my family here somewhere, so yeah, I might bring my little girl over in a minute and she can put a can through. Yeah. But thank you for the chat, and I do appreciate it.
No trouble at all, bud. Good on you.
No worries. That's awesome. No, as you've seen it go through, I'll bring Riley over. She can put one in. How's that? That is thinking outside the box. The old interactive stationary engine machine there. You've even got the old. Mum, what is that? So spinning around, look. A Watahua? Do you remember them? Oh, okay. Did you see the moon landing? I love events like this. You see all the old codgers get out and they're proud as punch to talk about their engines. And, you know, it's all about, I suppose, what you call it, respect for your elders. Because from what I've noticed, a lot of kids nowadays never heard of such a thing. And it's good. An event like this, and doing my videos, like you see old mate with the can crush, he was proud as punch to get on there, and that's good. That's what it's all about. What else we got going here? We're going over to vintage cars now. Oh, this video's going to go too long. I could stay with the stationary engines all day, but we're going to get through a video. There's an S-Line, international S-Line truck here, and if you're on my Snapchat, you know why I love them, and I want to go get a video of it later. Austins, Triumphs, MGs. I'd assume a lot of these cars will be English. Was it Ford, not English? Oh, here's my family. Here we go. Yeah, we're going to take it back over there. I told the man I'll be back. Look at that. Beautiful. I don't know if Riley's going to be too impressed by this. Got a hat? Look. Look, see something cool? Well, I told you I'd come back. All right, look. Look, here, take this. Put it in there. Put it in. Look. Yeah, let go. Watch him. Wow. How cool is that, eh? Yeah, I knew she'd be too little. So I don't know how many people know this or not, but my grandfather, AJ Biggs, who was my grandfather in fact, was a founding member of the Coffs Harbour Veteran and Vintage Car Club. I can't find any members from the club here now, but yeah, he was a founding member, I actually had a member come in the other day and give me a picture of him to work. Come into work and gave me a picture of my granddad, and oh, it was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I've talked about him on the channel before, but yeah, AJ Biggs. Anyone remembers him? AJ Biggs used cars at a wrecking yard in Raleigh, and yeah, and it was. I remember how cool was it? His number plate was what? 001. He was a founding member. He's the head honcho, number 1. So, fun fact. How's that? Imagine having a 001 number plate. That's cool as shit. That number 1. Anyway, yeah. Look, they've even got. Yeah, instead of the candles, they've got actual LED lights in front of that. That's pretty cool. It goes to show it's driven at night. Mate, do a quick pan of the motorbikes because I'm not too concerned about motorbikes. I'm scared of them. I fall off the bloody things. I appear to have spotted a friend, a fellow burnout enthusiast. We're going to have a chat to Al, see if he wants to do a video or not. He's seen me, he made eye contact and he ignored me. Hello, Alan.
Hi, how are you, mate?
Good, how are you? Al's a friend of mine. We all go to Summer House, don't we? Camp in the tent together.
We do, have lots of fun together.
Yeah, Al gets a bit silly occasionally.
Not together, but
Anyway, so I could probably do this video at Summer House, but we're not at Summer House. So, what? Al's been permanently banned from Summer House apparently.
because of my friends.
All right. Yeah. What sort of Toronto is this, Alan?
Yeah, we've got a 76 hatchback SS with a 350 turbo 350 9-inch. Yeah, on the 85.
And what sort of blower is that?
It's a 671 and twin 650s or 750 carbies on it. Yeah.
On the 85.
On the 85. Yeah.
That's cool. So, carry on.
Keeps the blower cool and yeah, it doesn't have a heat anymore. Thank goodness.
So how's that? Some of that's this year. I did have a video, but I lost it. Well, the police sent us out the gate. So, do you remember that?
I did, yeah. We got sent out because none of us had seatbelts on from being inside the event. And as soon as we go out the gate, police pulled us over and then it was on for young and old.
Yeah, it was. I was filming and then the coppers were carrying on to me. Al was carrying on at the coppers. It was mental. And that because we're actually on our way to the Super Cruise. See the Super Cruise sticker there, Mum? That was mine. That was meant to go on my car because they hooked me up with a ticket and then my car blew up. So.
And some of that's lost control and
yeah, it was nuts. Anyway, but yeah, it was a good time.
It was old school. That's it. Went back to how it used to be.
All right, good. All right, thank you, Alan.
No worries at all. Nice talking to you.
Goodbye.
Catch up with you later.
Yeah, I'll see you at Summerhouse. All right, so in the truck section, there's some people get right into trucks. I call them truck wits because they're all about it. They love trucks. I like trucks too, but I'm not like mega crazy on them. You see the F100, well F250, Mum, look at that, 4-wheel drive. That's cool. Yeah. So I can't talk to you too much about trucks. I just like driving them. Because believe it or not, I didn't know people didn't know. I can actually drive a crash box and drive road rangers. Would you believe? Yeah, Mater. Look at that. Mater. I love Mater. This guy, Sleepy Express. I'd like to hope he's not sleeping on the job. I had a work experience kid sleep on the job one time. Remember that, Mum? Fed him asleep under a territory. Oh, Mum becomes a truck. Look, there's Al's truck. Al's water truck he bought. Al with the Toronto we just talked to over there. Al's truck. I didn't know he actually bought it because he put a message years ago in the group chat. I was like, yeah, I was going to buy a truck, whatever. And then turns out he actually did. Spin around, Mum, look. Oh, hang on, get that one first. 100 years of international in Australia this year, apparently, I heard on the radio. Beautiful. Hey, how are you? Yeah, good. Having fun?
Yeah, mate, I wasn't going to go around. Felt like you're going to go around.
All right. Yeah. You have fun?
Yeah.
Still burning.
What?
Still burning.
I think I'm frowned upon it.
Should ask Al to let me take it for a lap. How do I drive? Do I need an armband for that? Al's probably left the keys in it. He wouldn't be mad. Better not. Yeah. Oh, he's going the wrong way. I thought he was coming this way. Beautiful. Oh, I love doing old truckless. Mum, spin around, look at that one. Look at that, he's still got the shade board on the front. You want to hope he doesn't overheat his motor, blocking the radiator like that. No, he won't. Hey, he forgot his doors. He forgot the doors. How'd they let him through, scrutineering with no doors? Look at this one, Mars, a good looking truck, isn't it? A lot of time and effort in that. Whoop. Oh dear, internationals galore. Love international. I'm looking for the S line. There's an S line here, I saw it earlier. Hopefully it hasn't gone. Look at that Ford Louisville. Mum. You get the red Louisville? Second favourite truck. Look at it. I'll show you my favourite truck shortly. Favouriteest ever. But I love a Louisville. I remember Chris Piggott had one years ago and the exhaust fell off it. I don't know what sort of motor it was. Yeah, Chris, the owner of the raceway, he had one that the exhaust fell off and it was sick. Here you go, favouriteest truck ever. International S-line. If you're on my Snapchat, you would have seen me do a video on one of these the other day, an old tipper that was in. So I'll tell the story on here too. The first ever truck I drove was an international S-line tipper just like this. Had the 400 Cummins big cam in it and a 15-speed Road Ranger. And it wasn't just any normal Road Ranger because I'd never driven a truck before. I was 15. Dad took me for a lap, he let me drive it and he abused me the whole way. He got cranky just like Dads are, and that's how you learn how to drive trucks. But we would go low range. It's not first, but we'll call it first. Second, and then you go around the tree, and that says the old W pattern. And I hated it. But I drove it for a few years, every time it'd come in and whatever, do some laps and whatever in it. And I eventually learned how to drive a truck, and it was an international S-line, and I loved it. Look at it, Mum, in all its beauty. I've never actually seen an S-line in a prime mover. I only ever seen them in tippers. But I love it. The eagle on the hood ornament there, mate, it's beautiful. Anyway, I might own one day, Mum. I'll buy one. I'm going to try to buy one. I'll save up for it. I wanted a Rolls Royce, but I may as well buy the Rolls Royce of trucks, Mum. Anyway, that wraps up this bloody video. We're going to get going and have a sticky bee. All the tractors are there, but I'm running out of time. I'm going to get home. So anyway, I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.